I missed that turn in April 2009 when the market turned. I'm prepared to remain very open in my thinking so that I can change my thinking. Where you get killed in markets is when your thinking is very fixed and very rigid. The 2008 bear market was very easy, but when the market turned in 2009 April, okay, all the factors, all the tools that I built over decades to analyze markets, and I've built a lot of tools from the last 20, 25 years. Because market is a very deep science, and to understand that science, you need a lot of things to not just thinking, but a lot of technical tools, a lot of fundamental tools, a lot of AI tools that you can build to understand the market's thinking. You read the mind of the market. And every single thing that I looked at that point in time was telling that the market is a buy. It was an absolute buy. I'm talking about February and March 2009. And yet, I could not change my thinking. I became rigid in my thinking. I overruled my tools and my techniques. And instead of becoming more like a machine, I became more human. And therefore, I missed that turn in April 2009 when the market turned. And by the way, it was a very difficult thing to spot just looking at the data. Data was terrible even in 2009 April. It was awful. Nothing had changed. Global economic growth was very poor. Har tarah se there was a problem in the world, but the market turned. And I did not turn fast enough. And for me, that was a big lesson, a huge lesson, that I will never repeat this mistake again. Okay. And it came in very handy, I'll tell you. It came in very handy 10 years later. You know when? In the time of COVID. So COVID again was a relatively easy trade for me. Okay, because there was enough indication from February end itself, from 15th of February 2020, that there was a problem in the world building up, which had never been seen before. That tourist spots are being emptied, hospitals are being shut, Japan was shutting down, Europe was shutting down. So at least इतना clear हो रहा था कि there is a problem. Our problem 30% down होगा market के लिए या 10% होगा कहना मुश्किल है, लेकिन upside appeared cap. And therefore, even in our funds and and on the prop side, we bought protection, puts लिए कि कम से कम चलो hedge कर लेते हैं, अगर crash हुआ जो कि नजर आता है तो कम से कम पैसे उतने जाएंगे नहीं. Market tanked 30-35%, we all know, in a matter of 3 weeks' time. On my 23rd, okay, I remember this distinctly. My 23rd, I told my team that we need to put all our cash back into the market. And that was the day, if I'm not mistaken, the lockdown was announced in India. And everybody in my office said that, sir, abhi kyun kar rahe hain? Aaj to lockdown announced hua hai. And I said that I am not going to repeat the mistake I made 10 years ago when I did not turn fast enough at the market lows. I think this move is done. And I was never going to play the same shot again, which got me out 10 years back. And I turned, put client money to work, put our own money to work, and the trade worked out fantastically well. I think that was the bottom of the market in that cycle. So again, I'm a human being. I can have the same emotions as anybody else. The only difference you can say as a professional is that you should learn brutally from your own mistakes. At least I can confront myself in the mirror and say, you are an idiot that you did not see this. Okay. Most people will blame it on market or this or that. I never play a blame game. I only blame myself if I go wrong. And I was wrong 10 years ago. I was never going to get that kind of market wrong ever again in my life. मैंने उस दिन एक प्रण किया था कि यार मैं ये गलती कभी नहीं करूंगा. और 10 साल के बाद बिल्कुल वो गलती नहीं की. उसके चलते I wrote the entire way from my 23rd and I continue to ride it till now.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.